Hello friends, from this video tutorial, we have started Department Management module under this Laravel Visitor Management System. And under this part, we will load department table in the jQuery DataTables. So in this part, first we will create department table in Mysql table from Laravel application. After this, we will create department model class file for database operation. Next we will create department controller file for handle HTTP request. After this, we will use Laravel auth class for prevent access to guest user. Next we will create index method for load department web page in the browser. After this, we will create department view file with write jQuery code for data table. Next, we will create another method in controller class for load data in data table. After this, we will set root for department controller class method. And lastly, we will check output in the browser, so these things we will learn under this part. So first, we have to create database migration file for defined table definition. So for this, we have go to command prompt, and here we have to run command like php artisan make with ; migration with migration file name like create departments table, so this command will create departments table migration file under database/migration directory. Now we have go to our Laravel working directory, and go to database directory. And then after go to migration directory, and here we have to open this create departments table migration file. So here, we can see the structure of this migration file, with two function like up and down. Here in up function, we can see that departments table schema already defined. Now we want to only define table column details, so for this, here we want to add department name table column, so here we have to write $table variable with string method, and under this, we have to write table column name like department name, so this code will add department name table column under departments table. Same way for add contact person column, here we have to write $table variable with string method, and under this, we have to write table column name like contact person, so it will add contact person table column in the department table. So after define required table column details in departments table, now we have go to command prompt. And here we have to run command like php artisan migrate, so this command will migrate departments migration file data, and it will create departments table in MySQL database. Now here, in MySQL database, we can see that departments table has been created. So this way, we can create table in MySQL database from Laravel application. Now next, we have to create department model class for database operation. So for this, we have go to command prompt, and here, we have to run command like php artisan make with ; and after this, we have to write model command with file name department, and press enter. So this command will create department.php model class in application/models directory. Now we have go to models directory, and here we have to open department.php model class file. Now under this file, we have to define departments table column details. So here, we have to write protected $fillable variable is equal to an array. And under this array, we have to define table column name like department name, contact person. Next, we want to create department controller file, so we have go to command prompt. And here, we have to run this command, so this command will create department controller class file. Now we have go to Laravel working directory, and here we have to open department controller file. And under this file, first we want to include department model class. So here, we have to write use statement with app folder name /models/department, so by writing this code, we can use department model class under this controller class for database operation. After this, we want to include Yajra DataTable class under this controller class. So for this, here we have to write use statement with DataTables. After this, we want to include Laravel authentication class. So for this, here we have to write use statement with illuminate /support /facades /auth. So after writing this code, it will use Laravel authentication class. Next, under this class, we want to prevent to access this page from guest user. So for this, here we have to write public function construct magic function. So this function will be called when object of this class has been created. And under this function, we have to write $this with middleware method. And under this, we have to write auth. So after writing this code, now when guest user has been directly accessed this controller method, then guest user will be redirect to login page, so without login into system, guest users cannot access this controller class. Next, after this, under this class, we have to create an index method. So here we have to write function index method. So this is the root method of this class. Now under this method, we want to load the department.blade.php file. So here, we have to write return statement with view method. And under this, we have to write department, so it will load department.blade.php file in the browser. Now we have go to views folder, and here we have to open department.blade.php file. And under this file, first we have to write @extends directive. So here department page is a child page, and by using this @extends directive, it will inherit layout of master page. So here we have to write master page name dashboard. And in child page, we want to create department page. So here we have to write @section directive, and under this, we can define a section of content, which can be end by this @end directive. Now between this, we have to paste this HTML code. This will create blank layout for department web page. Now under this file, we have create one HTML table with it is equal to department table. And under this table, we have create 5 table column like department name, contact person, created at, updated at, an action table column. Now we have moved to write jQuery code. So here we have write table variable is equal to $with table it department table. After this, we have to write DataTable method. So this method will initialize jQuery DataTable plugin on this table. Under this method, first we have to write processing option set to true. So it will enable the display of a processing indicator when the table is being processed. Below this we have to write server-side option, which have been set to true. So it will enable server-side processing of data. In third option, we have write Ajax, and in this option, we have to write echo blade statement, and after this, we have to write root method, and under this method, we have to write department.fetchAll, so it will create link for send fetch data request. Below this, we have write columns option, which has been used to define table column details. Under this array, we have to write data option set to department name, and name set to department name. Same way for define contact person table column, so here we have add new node. With data option set to contact person, and name option set to contact person. Next for define created at table column data, so here we have to add new node. With data option set to created at and name set to created at. After this, for define updated at table column data, so here we have to add new node. With data option set to updated at and name set to updated at. Next for define action table column details, under data tables configuration. So here we have add new node, and under this we have write data option set to action, name option set to action. Next, for stop this table column sorting, so here we have to set orderable option set to false. Now we have moved to write PHP code, so we have go to department controller class. And here, we have to create fetch all method with $request variable as argument. Under this method, we have to write if statement. And under condition, we have to write request variable with Ajax method. This condition will be true if this method has received Ajax request. Under this if block of code, we have to write $data variable is equal to department class with latest method, and after this, we have to write get method. So this method will return department table data, which will be stored under $data variable in an array format. Now we have to write return statement with DataTables class with of method, and under this, we have to write $data variable. After this, we want to add data table row index column. So here, we have to write add index column method. After this, we have to write add column method with 2 argument. In first argument, we have write action table column name. And in second argument, we have to write callback function with $row as argument. Under this function, we want to define edit and delete button. So here we have to write return statement with anchor tag. With href attribute is equal to /department/edit $row variable with it variable. After this, we have to write class is equal to button and button primary class. And in anchor text, we have to write edit, so it will make edit button. Same way for make delete button, here we have to write button tag with type is equal to button. Class is equal to button, button danger and delete class. After this, we have to write data id attribute id equal to $row variable with id table column. And between button text, we have to write delete, so it will make delete button. For new column, now we want to define column which should not be escaped. So for this, here we have to write draw columns method. And under this we have write table column name action. Lastly, we have to write make method with true argument, so it will return unsaved model instance. So here our code is ready for load department table data in Yajra DataTable. Now we want to add department link in the main dashboard.blade.php file. And here, in an admin type, we have to add department link. This is because we want to display department module link to admin user only. So here we have to create list tag with class is equal to nav item. And between this, we have to write anchor tag with class is equal to nav link. After this, we have to write href attribute is equal to /department. And in anchor text, we have to write department, so it will create link for go to department page. Now we want to set root for this department controller class method. So here in web.php file, first we want to include department controller class. So here we have to write use statement with app folder name / http folder name / controllers folder name / department controller class name. Now we want to set root for index method. So here we have to write root class with get method with 2 argument. In first argument, we have to write department, and in second argument, we have to write department controller class and index method name. After this, we have to write name method, and under this, we have to write department, so this code will set root for index method. After this, we want to set root for fetchAll method, so here we have to write root class with get method with 2 argument, and in the first argument we have to write department/fetchAll, and in the second argument we have to write department controller class and fetchAll method name. After this, we have to write name method, and under this, we have to write department.fetchAll, so it will set root for fetchAll method. So here our code is ready. Now we have to check output in the browser. So first we want to start Laravel server, so we have go to command prompt and run this command, so this command will start Laravel server. And it has provided us base URL of Laravel application, so we have copy this URL. And here in browser, we have hit this base URL, so here in the browser we can see login page on the web page, so now we have to enter login details. And after this, we have click on login button, and here admin has been redirected to dashboard page. Here at the right side, we can see dashboard, sub-user, profile, department and logout link. Now we have to click on the department link, so after click on the department link, here department page has been loaded in the browser, and here we can see that department data has been loaded in Yajra data table, but here no department data available in the department table. So it has not display any department data in the Yajra data table. So here admin or master user can view all department data under this data table in tabular format. And master user can search filter department table data, and this data table will automatically make pagination link. So in this part, we have start making department management module. And in this part, we have learned how to load department table data in Laravel Yajra data table package under this visitor management system. Lastly, in the next part, we will learn how to insert department data under this Laravel visitor management system.